He limped his way into history, literally. Born in 1897 in a small Rhineland town, Joseph Goebbels was weak, frail, and marked for life by a congenital foot deformity. One leg shorter, one foot twisted inward, a limp he tried to hide with sharp suits and sharper words. He wanted to be a writer, the next great German intellectual, but instead of applause, he collected rejection slips. And nothing stings like failed ambition. Enter Adolf Hitler, the man Goebbels didn't just admire, but practically worshipped. Forget fanboy, this was obsession. When he first met Hitler in 1926, he wrote in his diary that it was like a religious conversion. From that moment on, he wasn't just following Hitler. He was in love with the idea of him, almost madly so. He became the ultimate hype man, the minister of propaganda who built the Führer myth brick by brick, turning Hitler into Germany's messiah on parade. And Hitler knew how to reel him in. Goebbels was short, limping, and bitter about it. Hitler, the master manipulator, flattered him, calling him my iron little man. And Goebbels was hooked for life. That was all it took. Goebbels became the beating heart of Nazi propaganda. The man who didn't just sell Hitler's speeches, but crafted the entire cult of the Führer. His rallies? Goebbels orchestrated the theatrics. The films? His office produced them. The radio? He put Hitler's voice in every German living room. He built Hitler's image as a near-divine savior. He turned politics into spectacle, complete with torchlight, banners, and Wagner's thunderous operas. Without Goebbels, Hitler might have just been another angry man yelling in beer halls. With him, he became a god in the eyes of millions. And yes, that loyalty was absolute. In his diaries, Goebbels writes about Hitler with the kind of passion you'd expect from a lover, not a subordinate. He called him the genius of the century and said he'd rather die than live in a world without him. Creepy? Very. But here's the irony. While Nazi leaders preached good German family values, Goebbels, the limping little poisoned dwarf, was turning Berlin's film industry into his personal hunting ground. As propaganda minister, every actress's career depended on his approval. Over 30 women were rumored to have been cornered or coerced into his orbit, with no choice but to endure his advances. The famous stars could resist him, but the rising ones? They paid the price. Publicly, he posed as a loyal husband. Privately, he was the so-called Nazi Casanova. And his most scandalous conquest? In the late 1930s, Goebbels fell head over limp for Czech movie star Lida Barova. He was besotted, scribbling diary entries like a lovesick teenager, talking about divorcing his wife Magda. It nearly exploded into full scandal, until one man shut it down: Hitler himself. Der Führer ordered Goebbels to end it immediately, reminding him his only true loyalty was to the party and to Hitler. Goebbels obeyed, sulking back into line. His real love story wasn't with Barova at all. It was with Hitler. On May 1st, 1945, after Hitler's suicide, Goebbels and his wife poisoned their 6 children before killing themselves in the bunker. The man who built the Führer myth couldn't imagine a world without it. So was Joseph Goebbels a genius? Sure, the evil kind. He sold Hitler as Germany's savior while pretending to be a family man he never was. From rejected novelist with a limp to the architect of Hitler's godhood, Goebbels' mad love wasn't just political. It killed him, it killed his children, and it burned a nation with it. To his Nazi colleagues, he was the poisoned dwarf. To women, he was a predator. To Hitler, he was indispensable, the little iron man who turned lies into legend.